Hey guys, welcome back to Magic Farm. Since the last episode I've done a little bit of work on my Thaumic Tinkering stuff. As you can see, I've got the Helmet of Revealing. Looks pretty sweet, I think. Looks kind of evil, kind of medieval as well. So I've also been growing some giant mushrooms because we're going to need these to make some more magical stuff. They've actually got a few aspects on that we're going to need, or mainly just one aspect, and that is Tenebrae. So let's do a little bit more harvesting of these if we can, if these nasty neighbours are going to let us. Oh, that was a weird little villager zombie. So you kind of have to grow these under trees, otherwise they won't just grow out in the middle of daylight. So this is a interesting skeleton under here as well. Let's kill this guy. Whoa! Hey, you stole my sword. Give me. Where's my sword? What are you doing? What the hell? He's a tricky little one, isn't he? Die. Okay. Thief skeleton. I'm going to have to remember to stay away from those guys. Right, so these break pretty damn quick, so it's not actually that hard to harvest some mushrooms. And as you can see, we get loads of mushrooms from that, so we're going to need that for Tenebrae. We're also going to need some air. I'm using sugarcane for air and some motus. I think that's motus, or yeah, we'll see in a second. So let's fly over to our Thorncraft room. I may grow some more of these giant mushrooms around here because I think they look pretty cool. Just adds a bit more colour to the landscape. So let's go and see what else we need. We're going to need a water bucket because this is going to be done in the crucible. That's really annoying when the sink thing makes the bucket fly out of your inventory. Anyway, let's take a little look at what we're going to need. So gaseous illumini. Basically this creates light without actually having any sort of physical object, so it will basically just create light in the atmosphere. It's really strange. So it's kind of like a gas that creates light, basically. And the Tenebrae is a gas that creates darkness. So this we can use to darken up our mob spawner and hopefully spawn some more mobs. And this is just really cool for not having to put torches or arcane lamps and stuff everywhere. So I'm going to use some more of that. Well, I'm going to have to craft a whole bunch more of that to actually use it properly. But we have to make sure it doesn't interfere with our mob spawner light levels. So we're going to need 10 air, 10 air, 16 lux, 8 motus, and a glass vial. I think I've got some spare glass vials around. Possibly in here. I've got tons of junk in there. What are these? Instant health. I might need those later. Also going to do a little bit of blood magic stuff later, so let's make what we're going to need here. Let's put the two things there. So 16 lux, I'm using torches. 10 air, I'm using sugarcane. We're going to have a bunch of extra aspects. And is that motus? Yeah, motus. 8 of that. I'm using trapdoors for that. So let's throw those in the crucible. And 1 glass vial. And we get some gaseous illumini. Or illumini. And the Tenebrae is going to need 16 mushrooms, I think, because it's 16 Tenebrae and mushrooms have 1 Tenebrae, so let's get 16 of those out. 16. And also 8 motus and 10 air, so let's throw those in as well. And the glass vial. Oh no, we had too much junk in there, and now the taint is taken over. Oh god, quickly. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that again. Okay guys, so I've got a better plan. Instead of using trapdoors for the motus, I'm gonna use common drones. They're a lot better, a lot more waste, or a lot less wasted aspects, sorry. And instead of using mushrooms for the Tenebrae, I'm going to use burnt bricks. There's a little bit less wasted aspect as well on that. So 10 air from grass instead of 1 whatever else. What were we using for air? We were using sugarcane, weren't we? So yeah, instead of sugarcane, we're using grass. Instead of trapdoors, we're using bees, and instead of mushrooms, we're using burnt bricks. So let's do it. Let's throw these in there. Hopefully, this actually works. Seems like it's going to, and the glass vial didn't actually go in the thing, and there we go, we get the gaseous tenebrae. God, that took ages. Right, so let's clear the rest of the junk out of our crucible, just so it's not overflowing while we're messing about with other stuff, and let's just clean that up a little bit. Now there was something else I wanted to make, which is the fume dispenser. Let's take a look in our Thaumic Tinkering. So as you go up, this hyper re-energetic night aura, or whatever that it's called, sounds pretty cool. It basically is a much better light source, and it also, if you're holding it in your hand and walking around, it's going to act like a torch following you around, so it's pretty cool. And this fume dissipator, I think, is what we're going to use to get rid of all of this gaseous stuff. So it's pretty easy to research, just tenebrae to lux, and I'm pretty sure they both have air in them. In fact, tenebrae's got lux in it itself, so let's just go lux to there. Let's do another lux there, and just use air to combine them, and there we go. We've got the fume dissipator, and let's check out, see what it does. After knowing both the gaseous illuminate and tenebrae, you are thinking it's becoming a hassle to get rid of it. With this item, by shift right clicking on it, all the nearby gas will get dissipated. Cool, so that's gonna kind of destroy any gas stuff that you place down. So let's go try out the gaseous stuff and see how cool it is. Wrong way, I want to go up. There we go. So I'm thinking the tenebrae we're going to put in this bottom mob spawn. I'll probably put some in the top one as well, but for now let's just do the bottom one, because let's take a look at F7. Most of it is red area, but there's a few little yellow bits, and we wanna have it all red, so mobs are definitely going to spawn on that stuff. So let's go in there quickly and hope. Oh, no! Ah! I was going to say hope nothing spawns, but it did. Let's get those. Or that dark glass on our bar. Right, let's try it out. So gaseous tenebrae. Let's just put it right there. Whoa. Oh, that is cool. Oh god, I need to block this up. Block, 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 block. No, you don't want to go in there. Little fella, come on. Get back. You do not want to go in there. No. Right, there we go. Oh, get out of the hole, stupid! This little guy. Right, let's get our thingy out, our Golomancer's bell. Right, thank you. So we may need another one. Stop it. We may need another one of those tenebrae to darken up the room completely. But let's take a look at F7. Now we've got. This entire bit is red. This bit's not showing up obviously because there's things on it. So we may need another one right at the back there just to get this all red. But that is really, really cool how that works. Makes it really dark. Sweet. Look at that. That is so cool. I may make another one in between episodes. What's going on here? There we go. Let's put him back. Hopefully he's not. Oh yeah, he's just going to keep running over there until that thing's despawned in there. Anyway, let's check out the gaseous illuminate. Now, where do we want this? I'm thinking in the basement, as it's usually quite hard to light up large areas. This is quite a large area. I think I might move my blood magic stuff down here, or even to a completely different area, because if we get really far into the blood magic stuff, we're going to have to do like rituals and stuff, which is going to require a large area. So let's release this gaseous stuff just over here by our blood altar, shall we? Or let's do it right in the middle actually. Let's put it right there. Ooh, sparkles. So that should make it a lot lighter right in the middle. F7's not even showing up, so we should have nowhere that mobs can spawn. It looks a little dark here, but it seems that nothing can spawn on there, which is good. So I may use a little bit more of that around the house. I don't know if I will now. If it's sparkling everywhere, that's going to be quite annoying. Although it does look pretty cool. So, let's, whoa! Holy crap. I swear, every time I log into this thing, there's friggin' creepers downstairs in my thing. It's not cool. I need to put a torch here to stop all of that stuff. Right. F7. I need to deal with this creeper and find out where they are coming from. Let's go in through the front entrance. What? Why are you always in my friggin' front room? Die. Ooh, I got a trophy. Yay, I got a creeper trophy. Let's see what this does. I think it makes explodey sounds, yeah. Let me just F7 in here quickly, because it's like 3 times in a row I've come into here and I've had a creeper either in this corner, Aha! This is where they're spawning. Right, let's torch this place up. That could have been really, really bad. Alright. So, blood magic. I don't think we're going to have any blood magic stuff in here anymore because it's quite a small room and you need a really large room for blood magic stuff eventually. Once you upgrade your altar, you're going to need quite a large space. Where shall we put these trophies? Let's put that right there. That looks really cool. So, let's make a few things in the blood magic-y stuff. Let's do it in our basement for now. I may have to actually place a brand new altar because this one, don't know, this one seems kind of bugged out. So, did I make an altar in here? I swear I made an extra altar. There we go. And let's take our blood orb and head down to the basement. So let's not pick this guy up yet. Let's get that on my hotbar, then pick this guy up so I know which one's which. Oh, they stack. Okay, well, great. Let's place that there. And it seemed like, because you obviously have to be next to it to sacrifice and put blood in the altar. But it seems when I right click with my blood orb, it doesn't go into the altar. So maybe it's just going straight into my life bank then, or my blood bank. I may need to actually use this sacrificial knife to get it in the actual blood altar. So that's good to know. If that is the case, let's eat up so we regen some health. Now, there's a few things I wanted to make. Let's search them up. So let's go sigil. We wanted to make the divination sigil that we were looking at last time, so for that we need glass and a blank slate and our weak blood orb. So I'm gonna have to head back upstairs, grab some glass and stuff quickly. And we should be able to just make it in this thing. So glass, let's put those like that. I've got some blank slates. Oh, you make those by putting smooth stone in the altar with some life points. I think it's like 200 life points. It's not a lot. Let's I'll show you quickly. Let's go back to sigil. Sigil, let's make it so it's just the blood magic stuff, and that one. How do we make blank slate? 1,000 life points in a blood altar with just some smooth stone. So I've got a few of those. Now the divination sigil, if we right click on us or on nothing, it should tell us what's currently in our life bank or blood bank, how many life points we have stored in there, and if we right click on the altar, it should tell us the current tier of the altar, the capacity of the altar, and how much essence or life points is in it. So it says 0 LP currently in there at the moment, so let's put some in there and check it. Now there's 1,600, so that's pretty cool. We've got enough to make another slate. So some more of the stuff that I wanted to make. Let's make a couple of sigils. No, we made the divination sigil. I think there's only one more we can make, maybe. Yeah, that one requires a apprentice orb. Lava requires a lava crystal. We may be able to make that. Actually, can we? Yeah, we should be able to make that. That's pretty cool, and not the void one yet. So we can make a water sigil, which is going to be, whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 water buckets, a blank slate, and a blood orb. And this one's going to be 6 lava buckets, a lava crystal, magma cream. So wow, 1, 2, 3, 9 lava buckets I think you're going to need for that. A diamond, 2 obsidian. So let's make the water one first. That's a lot more simple. And as I said last time, where's our orb gone? Oh damn it, did I leave my orb in the crafting thing? I'm going to have to get a crafting table set up down there. Orb. Thank you. So as I said last time, if you sacrifice some life points and put it in the altar, like I've done there, there's some sitting in there. And then if we put our blood orb in there, it should soak it up and start going into our blood bank, although we're actually at the max that we can hold right now, so it's not going to soak up anymore. But that's basically how it works. Let's go and get some water buckets. I've got 1 bucket on me. Have I got any more stored in here? I've got another 4 in there, so 5. How many did we need? I think we needed quite a few. 7, I think, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 2 more buckets are needed. Let's just do that quickly. And I may need another 2, possibly. No, we should be okay for making the lava one, if we can actually make it right now. Don't know if we have enough lava. Or I guess we could just go to the nether quickly. I've got a little Mistcraft portal set up straight to a massive lava pool in the nether. Are we going to have enough inventory space for this? I don't think we are, so let's get rid of that, that. And that, I may actually take that to the nether with us, that would be handy. Probably won't need that other blood altar, that should be okay, so another 3 buckets please. Right, let's make the water sigil. Let's make a crafting table and put it down in the basement now, because we're going to need that eventually. So let's just stick it here. And it was the weak blood orb, a blank slate, and all the water buckets surrounding it. Now this guy should work just like, basically wherever you click the sigil, it's going to create a source block of water. So you've basically just got infinite water, as it says there. Infinite water, anyone? So we get all the buckets back, which is nice. And let's get a block on our bar just in case. So this is basically just going to create a water source block every time we click on it, right click on it. And it's going to drain some of our life points from our blood bank when we use it. So if we check our divination sigil now, that used 100 life points to make 1 source block of water. So it's not very expensive. It's pretty cool to have actually. I'm definitely going to keep this in my blood bank. Actually, no, we can, in my blood bank, in my golden bag of holding, but I think we can actually create something else that will allow us to store multiple sigils inside 1 single slot, which is going to be really cool. I don't know why I dug that out there. I was going to show you the water thing a bit more, but you get the idea. So it's really useful to have. Let's try and make the lava one, shall we? That would be even more useful to have. So let's check up. I should type sigil really, shouldn't I? And the lava sigil. I First thing we're going to need is a lava crystal, so let's do that. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. In fact, let's just go to the nether and fill up that tank. Where is that tank? There it is. Let's fill this up with lava, and that should be 16 buckets, more than we even need. So this should be our nether book. Let's click on that. Teleports me right out here. There's a few fire bats around. We're going to have to be careful of those. But we got a jetpack, so we should be okay. Let's get a fluid tank sitting down. And a bucket. And this is basically where I get all my lava from. Just come down here and fill up some tanks. All of this stone was lava at one point. It's all been drained and replaced with cobble. So I've been doing a lot of work down here. I've actually died quite a few times down here as well. Stupid lava bats or spiders dropping from up there, pushing me in the lava. So that should be about 14, 15 buckets worth. Let's eat a little bit, and this should teleport us right back home. Cool. So we're also going to need some obsidian and a diamond. I should have all that stuff. And magma cream. I'm not too sure about magma cream. No, I don't have any of that. So, that's a pain. I think we can actually craft that. So, I think blaze powder and some slime gives us that. Yeah, so I can craft a little bit of that. Let's make a few more. Why not? And let's go back to sigils. Let's see if we can make this. Let's make the lava crystal first. So shift click that in there. And I'm going to need that and 3 lava buckets. Let's get our fluid tank out. There's 1, 2, 3. And we should have a lava crystal. Sweet. So store life to smelt stuff in the furnace. Oh, store life to smelt stuff in the furnace. So this basically is an infinite source of coal or lava. Basically it will smelt stuff infinitely, but it will drain your life points as it smelts stuff. So I think it's like 25 life points per item it smelts. It's pretty cool. But we're going to use it for this sigil thing. So how many lava buckets am I going to need? I think it was 6 lava buckets for this next bit. Yeah, 6 and a magma cream. So there's 6. That goes there. Actually, let's take that, close that, and let's search sigil again. There we go. I've got all the stuff in my inventory, so it's not going to shift click in there properly, but at least we don't have to search for the magma cream when we do that. And the last thing is the lava crystal, and that should probably eat all of that up and just give us the sigil back. Contact with liquid is highly unrecommended. Oh sweet, it gave us the lava crystal back as well. Oh, that's amazing. So let's check our blood bank now, see if that used up any life essence. Not really. Cool, so I could make a little furnace and demonstrate this lava crystal as well. So let's get a stack of cobble. Make a furnace, and is there anything that we can smelt around here? Let's put that guy there. And surely I've got some ore in here or something to smelt. Diamond, gold. Yeah, let's smelt a bit of gold because I know I've got tons of that. So put gold in, and lava crystal is not going to do anything. Maybe we have to bind it to ourselves by right clicking. Yeah. So most of this blood magic stuff, you are going to have to bind it to yourself for it to actually work, because obviously your blood bank is bound to you, and this thing is going to have to work off that blood bank. So you're going to have to bind it to yourself with a right click, and now that should work. And it'll basically just smelt stuff infinitely, but use essence points or life points. So 4775, for 750, so 1 item smelted and 25 life points used. That's really cheap. Really, really cool. So that's amazingly useful. We've got ourselves a lava sigil as well. This is basically just going to infinitely allow you to infinitely place lava. Let's do it somewhere where it's not going to cause too much damage. Let's do it over here. And there's also another one called a void sigil, which will allow you to take blocks away, like source blocks of water or lava, but I think we need an apprentice orb for that. We'll get onto that in a future episode. So let's place some lava down, and that probably used a little bit, 1,000 life points. I think maybe no, that was 1,000 because I've only got 5,000 stored. So and we can also use that to get rid of it. Pretty cool. And let's just block all this stuff up and clear it up. Hey. Cool, so I've now got infinite amounts of lava and water just by basically cutting yourself. Don't do that at home, kids. That's not a great idea. It's probably the most emo mod in existence. Just sitting in a dark room cutting yourself all the time. But it's pretty cool once you get far into it. You don't actually have to cut yourself anymore. You can kill other things for your life points. So let's get a little bit more stored up in there, and we can charge our blood orb. As I said earlier, if you put that in the altar with some life points, that will charge your blood bank right back up. So there is a way of actually automating this, kind of. We'll get down to that in a future episode. We'll have to make some sort of spawner, maybe do a chicken farm thing, but I think villagers give a hell of a lot more life points, so they'll be a lot more useful. And I might even get into some villager breeding, who knows. It'd be nice to do a bit of that. So I think somewhere down here I'm probably going to get like a tank or just a big area where I can make lava source blocks and pick them up in buckets and put them in my smeltery or wherever I need them. And that will also help with magmatic engines and stuff. You've basically got an infinite source of power now. So our blood orb is done charging and it's now full. Our blood bank's full. There is a way of actually increasing the amount you can store. That's basically by upgrading your orbs and your altars. I think we'll have to get down to that in a future episode because that's it's a little bit complicated. It's going to be a bit of grinding. This mod has quite a lot of grinding in it, so let's take a look at what we're going to need. So for the tier 2 altar, we are going to need some blood runes, which look like that, which are made with 2 blank slates and some stone. Not too hard, but I think we're going to need like quite a few of those. Basically, you're going to have to surround the base of your altar with those. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9. So that's gonna be quite hard to get. Well, not quite hard, but it's gonna take quite a while and quite a lot of cutting ourselves. Oh, I feel so emo. Right. We can also get on to upgrading the orb as well in the next episode, I think, because we're going to need that eventually. So the next one is going to be the apprentice orb, which is green. Where are you? There it is. Which is an emerald and 5,000 life points in a tier 2 altar. So we could do that right now, but we don't have the tier 2 altar. We have to use blood runes to actually upgrade that. So we'll get down to that in a future episode. I also wanted to make this dagger of sacrifice, but that also requires a tier 2 blood altar. So that'll be done in the future. There's also another thing that we can make quite early on, but I don't think we can really use it properly until later on. And that's an alchemic chemistry set. So it's quite easy to make. Brewing stand, 2 obsidian, and your blood orb. So I think we can go and make that now, actually. Let's just get it made and set it up down in the basement. And then I'll be able to purify the room a little bit, make it look a bit more evil and blood magic-y, but as I said, I'm thinking of creating a completely separate room for all this stuff all the way down there, because eventually when you get into stuff like rituals and all that stuff, it's going to create a lot of fire and lightning and bad stuff that I don't want burning down my precious house that I've spent ages building, or any other houses around here. So we're going to have to do that in a controlled space, and that'll be somewhere else other than our basement. But for now, I think the basement is fine. We can just do some little things and a bit of alchemic, what's it called, down there. So this is actually one of the catalyst things that we can use in the alchemy stuff. I found those in a dungeon. Let's, what was it called? Screw it, let's just search blood magic and find it that way. Alchemic chemistry set, shift click, I've got that in there. Blood orb goes in. And there we go. Now my orb is gone back into my network. I'm going to have to keep remembering not to do that. So this works kind of like an advanced brewing stand. Let's just place it down here somewhere. Have we got blocks to put it on? Let's just make a little bench for it. Stick it on there. So 5 slots, 6 slots, and that's what's going to be made in the middle. So you put your ingredients around your blood orb there, and it should make some stuff. Let's see what kind of stuff it can make. Let's go at blood, so it's a lot easier to find stuff. So pretty much everything is going to use this simple catalyst, so we're going to have to make a ton of these. 200 life points, gunpowder, glowstone, sugar, redstone, and you get this simple catalyst. If we check the uses of that, it's got empty core, output thing, and a bunch of different alchemic chemistry recipes. So incendium, binding agents, sanctus, ether, and I think there's actually, we can actually spawn creatures like demons and stuff. One of them I think we can actually tame and have him fight for us, which is going to be really, really cool. Crepitus, Crystallus, loads of strange stuff which we're going to have to do some research on and check out. But yeah, that's going to be cool. Some new exciting stuff to look forward to. Let's go back up to our thing. There's our good wand. I need to remember that our wand is stored there, just in case. How is our mob spawner going? It's looking pretty cool. I'm going to make another gaseous illuminate and get this really dark, so hopefully that will increase the spawns of this massively. I don't know if this is still going to affect the spawn rates. Let's check. No, it seems that wherever that gas stuff is, it's not going to care about our light sources. So that's good to know. We may not be able to actually turn this off ever. But I don't think I'm ever going to want to turn it off, so that's alright. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, see you next time.